So till now, what we have seen was about unit tests, tear down part, setting up and tear down part. Then we saw how data, in a data-driven way, how we can drive our test cases is something we saw yesterday. Uh, so what today we will see is about, uh, so some of these topics I have already covered, okay, like using some WebDriver elements and classes. So these things I have covered already. So and and also we will today see some of the uh, other options like radio buttons and drop downs and and the list of drop downs we will see. So the thing is, when I was actually showing you some of the test cases, I covered these parts. That's why these came as a separate chapter later. Okay, so let me show you. So today, what we will see is some like I will walk you through some of the WebDriver class methods. Okay, so that next when you are using this WebDriver yourself, you should be aware of it, right? And some more web element class methods also. And also we we have already seen working with the text boxes. Now we will see with working with checkboxes and radio buttons, then drop down lists. Okay, and then later to it we will see what are the significance of implicit and explicit weights. Okay, what are these different types of customized interruptions that we are putting in our scripts. So for you, Hema, like if you didn't get a chance to go through the videos of data-driven framework, uh, so there is no dependency that whatever you have learned here will be you the knowledge of it would be needed to learn further sessions. It's not the case because these are again some of the different topics when you are learning Selenium concepts. Okay. So you can anyways take your time and go through the videos of data-driven framework as per your time and as per your convenience, and we can move further in the sessions to learn these topics. So first, what I will show is WebDriver class and WebDriver element class. So just a minute. Yeah. So like team, what happens is we till now have worked with uh, let me show you. Let me create a new file. Say uh, launch MMT. Okay. Let me replicate this. Control copy. Control paste. Okay. And what I'm showing you here is web driver web driver class. Okay. Web driver is underscore. Let me write this way. So nothing. So just I'm trying to show you that what are the different capabilities of WebDriver. First of all, what I will show you today is I'm working today with the Chrome driver. First of all, the capability to work with the Chrome driver is something I will show you. Okay. So what did I do exactly today is, so if you see WebDriver.Chrome I have chosen instead of Firefox. So from where did I download this Chrome driver? So go to this page, okay, and here if you see Chrome driver, Chrome driver, okay, in the download section, okay, so you will find the latest one. So this supports Chrome version 54 to 56. So uh, I believe whatever Chrome you have is right now in between these versions, so you better use these versions. Okay, click here and choose the latest one. So 2.27. Now amongst this, choose the Windows version because you are working on Windows. If you have Linux machines where you have set up the environment, then you use Linux builds. Team, today I am explaining you how to launch first how from the WebDriver uh, from the WebDriver class I am using the Chrome method, which is actually helping us to launch our instance on the Chrome browser. Okay, so this is one of the capability apart from the different things that we saw so far in different scripts here, right? So WebDriver dot maximize window, then title and all those things. Okay, so few more things I wanted to show. That's why I am covering this as part of this course content. So WebDriver.chrome. This is an inbuilt method. Okay, and this file I downloaded it at this location. So if I go here to this location, let me go to this location. See here, at this location, I have expanded that file. So this is a simple .exe file, Chrome driver.exe. And what did I do? I have, once I have done with this, I I gave this path in this file, in this location. Okay, so don't forget to mention this exe path inside this uh, inside this method as a parameter. So once you are done with this, rest of the things remain the same for you. So this is how you work with the Chrome driver file is something I wanted to show. And let me help you run this. So this launches the Chrome driver for us, right? So, uh, so now this is one of the capability. Okay. So let me first write the comments for this. So working with Chrome driver using WebDriver. Now next is before I quit, I there are some other methods as well which are useful for us, like uh, going back and forward. Like suppose in a browser, what you generally do is you click something like this, okay, and you say that I want to go back to the page which I had accessed. So you click this option at the top right corner in this browser, right? So Selenium also gives the option to go back and forward. So what we will do now, so we will put some smart assertions to use to check if we are correctly doing back and we are moving back and forth. So let us see that. What exactly I'm going to show is after launching the browser, okay, like this. So let me log out first. So after launching this browser, when I say, okay, now you move to trains tab, okay, then I see that uh, if I click back, it should again go to the holidays tab, right? And if I click again forward, it should again open me trains tab. Okay, so so without clicking the elements of trains and holidays, how you can move back and forth is something uh, I will show using the WebDriver itself. So let us do that. So once you are on the Chrome browser, so irrespective of whichever browser you do, these options are available. So let me say uh, using back and forward utilities of WebDriver. Okay, so what am I going to show? Once you launch this page, we are actually opening this, right? Holidays. Okay, once we get this, we are supposed to click on the trains section. So click on trains tab. So can someone help me with clicking the trains tab? Kavita?
Yeah, Pawan, it's driver dot
Yeah. So if first I will
find
inspect
element.
element,
Yeah, so find element, we have to inspect the element and
driver dot find element by.
I didn't see what
Okay.
we have to choose.
So trains is again a link in itself.
Pawan?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I missed out because I got another call. So what we are trying to do now? Are we trying to do complete yesterday's code?
No, 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 no. Yesterday's code, like I didn't get a chance to figure out what is the thing that was stopping us to do using set page load timeout. That's why
Okay.
I don't want to stop on that today. So if once I figure out what was stopping us, so yesterday's code was this, right? Where was this? So
Yeah, data driven.
why instead of driver dot sleep we preferred using sleep?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, so definitely I will find out a time today and try to figure it out. At this moment, I don't have an answer for this, like why this is not working out for us. So
Okay.
that's why I didn't stop. But whatever we learned as part of data driven, it we have tried to understand the whole scenario. Just instead we just used hard sleeps. Okay, I hope that would be fine at this moment.
Yeah, yeah. I would just want to know why. So whenever you get a chance, let us know.
Definitely. No, no, definitely. Even I really don't prefer using hard sleeps in my scripts.
Exactly.
I never prefer using if I see anywhere in this so there are some members in my team. So generally what happens is they want to get things done as early as possible, so they start putting hard sleeps in their code. And that is how even new members like you or Kavita or Hema will start doing that. Okay, let us avoid set page load timeout and put hard sleeps. Please don't do such things. I really, escalate these things if such things I see in the code. But at this moment, for this applications, there is no way to do. That's why this way of doing things is justifiable. Then I say, okay, if this is the thing that is blocking us, then it's fine to use a hard sleep. And the reason I say that you don't have to use hard sleeps is your execution time hampers. You wait unnecessarily for certain things. But if a Selenium has given you a feature where you can uh, wait till the next element is present, you know and not wait for fixed amount of time rather than waiting for fixed time, then in that case, why you should prefer using hard sleeps? Because if you see, if you at small places wherever you are putting these hard sleeps, right, at the end, when suppose you are running 100 test cases or 200 test cases in your automation, you will see the cumulative time of total execution increases by 1 hour or 2 hours unnecessarily. But if you start smartly using set page load timeout or any such things, you are just smartly working with the browser and the UI elements. As and how they are available, you are moving further in your test case. So that's the beauty of using such, uh, such kind of weights in your program. So yeah, sorry, I went into this loop in between. But yes, Sudhir, to answer you,
Yeah.
I will definitely come up with the answer for this.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for.
Okay. Uh,
I just want to know what we are doing today, so I just missed out a few minutes. So,
no problem. So basically, what we saw was uh, we we are actually looking some more capabilities of the Chrome driver.
oh, okay. So till now we are doing Firefox. Now we are trying to do Chrome, right?
Oh, sorry, we tried to modify this existing code. Let me.
So today we are trying to learn how to access Chrome browser.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So first thing what I saw, WebDriver dot launch, right? I was not supposed to modify this code. Uh, so let me come back here and let me modify this. Basically, what I'm trying to show is what are the more capabilities available in WebDriver apart from find element or any other things. Okay. So first we initially started to launch the browser, launch the Chrome browser and try to figure out how exactly we try to launch it. So first, for a Chrome browser or Internet Explorer, we need the respective WebDriver. So for Internet Explorer also the procedure remains the same. There also you need a iDriver. So just you need to put a iDriver and you can call it like this. See here, dot IE. Okay. So right now I'm launching here for Chrome. Okay. And if you see the
And do we need to install any Chrome driver, Pawan?
no, no, it's just the okay, you are not part of the initial part, right? It's just that you Google on website the Chrome driver.
Sorry, I'm taking back again. Sorry for that.
No, it's okay. We didn't move further so much. So once you Google it, we click here the first link downloads. Then
Okay.
whichever is the latest one, or choose this option. So you this location will give you all the versions. So according to your browser, you can choose the specific version which the Chrome driver supports. Very critical to understand which version of browser is running on your machine. Accordingly, see the release notes of the Chrome driver. See, it says that supports version 56, 54. Okay, and this says that events for 54 plus. So there are a couple of fixes in the Chrome driver exes that keeps coming. So you have to first see which version of the Chrome browser. So now I want to see which version I have. So let's see. So I have 54, 64-bit of Chrome. Now that doesn't mean that a Chrome driver of 32-bit won't work. That is how they have designed. At least you should have the correct version is what you have to make sure of Chrome browser. So what did I do? I downloaded this Chrome driver zip file and I unzipped here at this location.
Okay.
and I used this path here. So
Okay. Chrome driver path may
yeah,
provide.
so what exactly now happens is the WebDriver code is actually going to this method and telling that you use this particular exe to drive the Chrome browser. So without this Chrome driver file, you won't be able to work on the Chrome browser, because uh, when Selenium bindings were written initially from the start, they had already the Firefox drivers that they had implemented in them. That's why we never need to mention any Firefox driver in our code. I hope all of you are getting this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Hema and Kavita.
That's the reason we don't have a need to install the Firefox driver or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Pawan.
Okay. So
Yeah, I understand.
Pawan, we have to install driver for Safari and Internet Explorer too.
yes. So you don't have to say you are going to install a WebDriver for any other browser. So that is not the correct way to say that you are going to install. If you see that I just downloaded it and placed it at certain location, there is no installation step I did for Chrome driver.
Okay.
Okay. It's just that I downloaded that zip file, and you see that exe is just at that place. There is no installation wizard or something for making this exe available. It's just that I've given that path in my code. Okay.
Okay.
Now moving further. So once the browser gets launched, I am showing you moving back and forth. So clicking on trains tab. So yes, Kavita, you were helping me on this. Driver dot find element by,
Element. We can do expert or by link text.
yeah, link text will work. And I say trains dot,
Dot click.
okay. So in this, once I click trains tab, okay, then I say that the URL. So anyways, right now we haven't implemented this unit test case in this, but if we form the unit test case, we can definitely use the assertions. I hope everyone is comfortable on assertions now. Kavita, Hema, and Sudhir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything from Hema.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. That's why I kept quiet.
No, that's okay. Assertions means what? If I would have used unit test kind of thing, then only these methods would have been available for me. Assert in or assert equals. But at this moment, I have to show the capabilities of WebDrivers, so I won't involve those assertions in this case. Okay.
Mhm.
So now I have clicked the trains. I have clicked the trains section. Okay. Now I am here. So if I say now print driver dot current URL, it will print me the railways kind of thing. So get current URL, that is this. So you should expect this to be printed. Now the next is what I have to do, driver dot back. See here, this command is there. Okay, so this moves the web page to historical session. So so it's as good as you are clicking option, this option. Now when I have moved to this, okay, there is no forward because this is the last option that this is the last and latest action that I did on the browser, right? That's why there is no forward option. But if I click back, then the forward option is available. So you have to use smartly. When the forward option is available in your browser, then only you would be able to see this. Okay. Then once I move back, then again I print driver dot uh, find element, sorry, driver dot current URL. So here I am expecting what? Team, can anyone tell me what am I expecting here again?
We'll go back to
Right now, you are expecting the previous one, whichever we had looked at that URL.
the main URL.
We'll go to home page.
Go back to home page URL, right?
It's not necessarily homepage, right? Wherever we had started, it will
Correct.
go. Before clicking onto the train,
At this
it will
moment,
Trains
at
is
this
a
moment,
window,
Holly.
trains is a tab, right? Okay.
Yeah,
We previously whatever it is there, it will go back.
yeah, correct. So
I thought trains it will go opening a new page. No, it's a tab, right? Okay.
yeah, so for our script, this being the home page, but ideally this is not the home page of Make My Trip. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just that for our convenience to use this old UI, we are starting with holidays tab. Okay, then I clicked the trains tab, and then again I moved back by clicking this back button, and then I am saying print the current URL. So I want to see if this actually gets the current URL for us. So that's why I have put this, and again if I say move forward, so if I say driver dot, okay, when I do driver dot back, then it's a good idea to put driver dot set page load timer, because see, the thing is, when there is a loading of page, then you always should prefer using this. Okay, then I say driver dot forward. Okay, again the trains tab should come up. So once this is done, again because after clicking forward, again there is a reload of a page. So I put this, and now after this I say get me the, okay, print again the current URL. Okay, so let us see uh, maybe what we can say, uh, just the output to make sense. Clicking back button of browser, and then I give /n just to get the new lines. After this print, there should be anything that comes up in the console that should come on the new line. That's it. And now before clicking forward, I say clicking the forward button. Okay, so let us try to run this. This might move faster, so quickly you should note what things are happening. So now the trains tab will be clicked. Again we are moving back and closing. I hope you all noticed this. So if you see, this was my home page. Okay, once I moved once I clicked it, so the railways was the URL that got launched. So clicking back button of browser, after clicking back button, what was the current URL? Yes, it moved correctly. And then again I clicked forward button, then again the railways tab opened, that is the trains tab got opened, because that was the latest that I had executed. Okay, so similarly, not necessary. So sometimes what happens is, in your test cases, you might have uh, to move between, between the sessions. Like what I say is the one of the window and one of the other window. If they are navigable, if they you can navigate between these two windows using back and forward options, then you have that feature in Selenium WebDriver as well. Any questions here?
So it's the same way we can use in Firefox also, Pawan?
Yes, yes, yes. These options are uh,
Okay.
these options are not browser specific.
Driver bin.
These are not any browser specific. Uh,
Okay.
these options are available for all browsers.
Okay.
Any questions here again?
No problem.
No one.
Okay. Uh, so another thing which I wanted to show is so another thing is suppose say. um this page got loaded and now you say that uh, some UI contents didn't get load properly or something, then you can use driver.refresh again. So there is something called driver.refresh. Refreshing the page. So there is something called driver.refresh. So what it does is it actually clicks this option. Where is this? Yeah, this one. Reload current page. I hope you might have faced such issues that when you have opened any browser, any application or website, where sometimes the images are not loaded or some fields are not loaded on time, then you have an option in your script to reload a page by doing driver.refresh and see if those images or those particular fields which you are missing in the initial session, if they get loaded, then you can move further in the session. So similarly, these are the some of the WebDriver capabilities that help you to not stop the execution of your scripts. Okay, these are some of the manual way that you do, right? Okay, there is no web page that got launched, but does the WebDriver help you to load those contents? Yes, by doing some refresh. If your application loads those missing fields after refreshing the web browser, then you can use this as well. So once you do again a refresh, then you have to again use this driver.set page load timeout. So let us see web where driver.refresh. What does it do?
So where else we can use driver.refresh? Any time in the code or any specific
No,
place
no,
we
no.
can use?
Anywhere, wherever, uh, at any point of the time you can do it.
So I have another question, Pawan, in this case.
Hmm.
Suppose we are using any variables and we are using XPath, right?
Hmm.
Then you do refresh.
Hmm.
So do we lose those values or do
No,
we
no, no,
still
no,
hold
no,
back?
no, no, no. It's just the browser instance that you are refreshing. Whatever variables or values you are using as part of your code,
Okay.
they remain alive. Okay,
Okay.
there's nothing to do with this refresh.
Uh,
Uh,
okay.
actually,
Our code will not get any affected, right?
right. Yeah, good point to note for others as well. Uh,
Yeah, I'm
that,
asked for them only. Yeah, I know that, but I just want to,
yeah, so this refresh means just clicking this browser button, this refresh option here. For this browser is this, and for Chrome, whatever option is available here, this one. Okay, it's just helping us to reload the page and uh, see if actually the contents are available. Okay, whatever contents are available, then you can move further in the scripts. So driver dot
So
refresh.
Pawan,
Yeah.
Pawan, so do we write this driver dot refresh when you move to each page, or just one time? Like we move to the page of train and then we move back to holiday.
No, not
So do
necessary.
we write?
No, these are some of the extra capabilities I'm just showing you. I never use driver dot refresh much. Okay, but some test cases, what happens is there are some iframes and all the different capabilities that are used. They don't get loaded in a single attempt for that moment. Okay, and for that reason I don't have any other option to reload a page. Then in that case I use this because I don't want my test case to be failing just because of that you know capability of the web page not getting loaded with all its contents in a single attempt. So in that case, if refresh helps me to load all the contents, then I will use driver.refresh in my scripts. But yes, that itself is a defect that in a single attempt your all contents are not loading. But you can't stop yourself to write the automation code. So you better use driver.refresh in such cases when there are uh, contents of the web page that are not getting loaded in a single attempt. Yeah, Hema, you have any other thing to ask on this?
No, Pawan. No.
Okay. Now, uh, now another thing is, till now we saw that is displayed we had used. Now, if we say I want to say uh, once I click this, so now what happens is in some of the options, like suppose I come back here to the flights tab. Okay, now I see that if I do one way option, then this field gets disabled, right? Let me close this. Okay, so what I'm going to verify is if this field is enabled or not. So that is also one of my test case, right? Now let me uh, so now if I write another, so this is one of the WebDriver this is one of the WebDriver capabilities that I tried to show by using all these things. Now what I will be showing is uh, the is enabled, is selected is something that we will see. So in the same page, if I show you,
I think yesterday we did something, right?
yeah,
Yesterday
yesterday
we were
what,
trying. Yesterday we were trying something enable, right? The logout button, same fashion we can do this, right?
yeah, but now there are some more options like is selected. So now one way, this is selected or not. See, by default, if I click
Okay.
flights, the round trip option is selected,
Round trip option is by default it's selected.
but one way option is not selected.
Yes. If you select one way option and the return select that should
Yeah.
be
So what
enabled.
I will show you is, so these are the radio buttons. Okay. So if I select this and I say that the one way option is selected, is selected will return again a boolean value saying true or false. Okay. So let me write a different script for this itself, because, or do you prefer using the same file? Maybe not, because we are already doing back and forth unnecessarily then again. So let me create a new file. Mm, paste it. So WebDriver, uh, what I would say here is, uh, so if I say I have to write this as check elements elements state. Okay, check element state. So if this is the thing, then I will not do all these things in this. Okay, so just I will click the trains tab. I will remove this. Once I click here, again I have to put driver dot set page load timeout. Okay, so if I, okay, let me not click this as well. Now when I have launched this home page, holidays section, okay, I will click on flights tab. So let me click this driver. So I will remove this. I will say flights tab. Driver dot find element by link text and flights. So this and with dot click. So once I do this, I am back to my flights page. Okay, and on the flights page, I see that I want to verify if my one-way option is clicked or not. So driver. So Hema, can you help me to uh, find the radio button one way if it is selected or not?
Yeah, we can click on the round one-way round trip.
So I will inspect that element.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is span class radio.
Yeah. So if you see here, the radio button is of type radio. Okay, the attribute. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be assured that this is of type radio button, though it is an input field. Even for the text field also the type of tag is input, but the type is equal to text for the text field. Okay. uh, Kavita, Hema and Sudhir, please note this. Okay, so uh, the the type attribute of an element differentiates itself as a radio or a text button even though the uh, tag name is input. See here, if this is the thing, this is also a text field, and if you see, it has also a input tag in itself. But let me see, where is the type? Mm, so
But it has already an ID, right? So you don't need to look for anything else, right? The one currently you're looking.
yeah, but still, anywhere you want to type it, it always has a type equal to this one, text. So I don't know how this has been designed, but normally that is how you differentiate between radio buttons and the uh, text field. So input and type equal to radio. So this element you got, and what you are saying, whether this is select whether this option is selected or not is something you want to see, right? But as of now, what I say, value equal to one way. Okay, there are other radio buttons as well in this. Does it has the same value attribute? If not, then we can use the XPath of this variable of this element to find this element because it doesn't have the ID. Okay, this is the option, that's fine, but this is not a radio button. Okay, this is a link, and if you see, it highlights the whole thing. It also includes the text one way, but this is not a radio button. We want to see if this is selected. So on the radio button type itself, you can, on that option only, you can run that method saying is enabled or is selected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once I do this, let's say driver. Yeah. So can you help me with the finding strategy here?
Driver dot find element.
I want to find this element.
Yeah, that is input, right? So
Hmm.
driver dot
So which are you going to use? Driver dot find element by.
element
By name you can use, right?
input
Because
to equal.
See, sometimes. So do you find any name attribute in the link?
Yes. In there, no, I did not find any.
Here it is there.
Oh, name equal to
the
wayfields.
way underscore fields that
Way
will
fields.
be the
But
Okay.
this is thing for this. But do you think, let us find this. So wayfields is also
It also has it.
where they use way fields.
this
It
wayfield.
also has it.
So this radio button is also having wayfields as the name attribute. And if I again right click here for this option and see, there is also a wayfields. So do you think input wayfields will give us
Oh, if it is multiple, then no, we can't use the name.
right?
So value we can check if it is.
Correct. So if you see
Value
the
we
difference,
that is.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
see the difference, this is for multi-city, right?
Mm-hmm.
The value is multi-city and input is the tag, but type is the radio common across all of them. The only difference between all these three radio buttons is in the value attribute value.
Okay.
So you
So can we check on the other one way what it is showing?
yeah, sure. So for one way, it is one way.
One underscore way, I guess.
See this value one.
Yeah, one.
So you can uniquely identify these radio buttons. So we will use value attribute. Now
Mm-hmm.
I have an option to find element by XPath. Uh, do you agree?
Yeah.
So please help me with the XPath, Hema.
Double backslash
Hmm.
at a square bracket opens at
Uh, double forward slash, then how? Next what?
square brackets open and
Mm, uh, okay. Okay, let me write this. Square bracket, right?
if it is not correct then you can write I don't know.
No, let me write it. What you are saying. At least let me understand how much you know.
I actually don't know. I learned how to find out without writing it by ourselves
So this is not
by
the thing.
clicking.
Because you this is not something that you will answer in your interviews. It's something that you have to understand the concept. You are finding, see, after forward slash you are telling that which tag you have to look after the in the whole page. So you are chasing to find only input tags across the whole page, whether this input or any other input tags. So first, after forward slash, you have to mention input. So this, so when XPath parsing starts, right, it looks for
Mm-hmm.
all the input tags. It looks for all the input tags in your page. Then after that, you put a filter saying you look for the attribute in those tags for value attribute whose value is one
Okay.
underscore way. Okay. If you say that I don't want to be specific about any tag name, then you give star. Okay, so it will look for all the tags, not only input tags, but all the tags whose value is equal to one way. Then it will stop there and it will return that element for you. So this will also give the value when you are not sure about the tags. Okay, so mostly
So, on if you use star, is there going to be any performance issues?
yes. So you will not notice it much, but there will be a lot of I would say memory utilization that will happen.
Because it is going through the entire page, right, to search for each tag.
Perfect. Yeah. Yes, that will be there. That's why we have to be specific about which exactly the tags we have to look for. So once I do this, then I say is is displayed, it will work, right? Is enabled, is selected. So see here,
Is
what is the
selected.
option? Is selected can be used to check if a checkbox or a radio button is selected.
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
see this message? This is a help that has come from this method. Can be used to check if the checkbox or radio button is selected. So we are selecting this. So at this moment, uh, what do you think this will be printing when I come from this, from the top of the script?
Element by X.
By default, is this option selected?
No, it will be false.
Kavita and Hema?
No, it is not, right? We have not selected anywhere.
Yeah. So when I come back to this page on the flights, see when if I come, for example, from this tab back to the flights tab, which is the option that is by default selected?
Round, round trip.
Round trip. But what are we doing in our code? We are trying to see if this option is selected or not, right?
Yeah.
Then this is selected will return saying that no, this option is not selected, so we will print false. Then what we will do to make it is selected go true? What do you think we should do so that
Click.
this, yeah,
You to use this click.
are you sure?
Yeah, ease click is available in this option.
Yes. When you are finding any
Yeah.
element, you have that option.
Yeah, ease click.
Okay. So once I
Or
do
ease click.
dot
I
click,
am not sure ease click is there or ease click is there.
yeah,
Okay, there you told me that, right? There's no check. It's always click, right? So
yeah, there is no check.
yeah.
Now again I will do, see, now is selected. Will this go true now?
Second one will go true.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let us say print before selecting one way tab, one way radio button. Okay. Uh, so this will be printed and control copy, and I say after selecting the one way radio button, if it is selected. Okay, so let us try to run this. Oh, what did it say? Element not visible. So or do we have to wait for this? No. So value equal to
Maybe you're adding a backslash.
yeah, we are adding a backslash so that it should be a part of XPath and not it should get separated here. If I don't add a backslash, this will be considered as the whole XPath, which is incorrect format, right? I want this double
Oh,
quotes to be part
got it.
of my XPath.
Okay.
For this command to understand this whole text is XPath, so backslash will be eliminated at runtime, and it will take these double quotes as double quotes in itself. Okay, so uh, okay. So now let me check if I can fix it here. Oh, this new page come up now. We don't have a radio button there.
Why it is happening? Is the site is issue something?
Now this is something I can't answer because uh, this site is being developed by them. So just I'm utilizing it.
How much inconsistent this site? I don't know who's developing this. Now they change the way layout itself. One way is
Yeah.
not a radio button anymore. That's a button they created.
Which one?
The one radio button they are displaying.
Yeah. Maybe what I will do is let me see if I can put uh, something like this. Private or delete all cookies.
Pavan, I have a quick question.
Hmm.
So in the relative path that we just wrote, there are 4 backslashes right now. Earlier when we started, we put only 2,
And
right?
now we came back to the
So you had a question. This are you talking
Yeah,
about these things?
yeah, here. So driver dot find element by XPath we
Yeah. For
wrote.
in Python, for any particular method, if you want to involve double, see what XPath I have to provide.
I'm not talking about that line, the line under that. Yeah, both line
Oh,
it
sorry,
has.
sorry.
So
It's a by mistake.
okay. So you said you are going to make some changes here and you changed something, right? What was it?
Uh,
Did you make any changes?
he cleared the cookies. Now it should work.
I made a change where that new page was a new UI was getting launched for us, right?
So here one way after that what is it written? I cannot see properly. Is it a left backslash or a
Yes, it is a backslash.
forward backslash?
It is a backslash and then double quote.
What? Okay, okay. And then
So
closing the
ideally,
bracket.
so ideally you have to send XPath in this format. So this is how the XPath should go to the find element by XPath parameter. But as this, if we go give like this, then this particular uh, this quote and this quote is getting matched, and then further things are getting disturbed for us. But we want to involve this code as part of our XPath. That's why I gave this as backslash. So now this code becomes available as part of our XPath in itself. So we are expecting this code and this code to be uh, opening and closing codes for us, and not these things. These are in our XPath itself. Okay, so now let me try this. It is saying false, and it is saying then and there itself that invalid selector, unable to locate an element. Oh, this new UI came up. Now with even deleting cookies also, this is not helping. Let me try and put this line here. I think I need to develop my own website now for all such things to avoid.
Or you can take Amazon site or something. So normally those are the stable sites.
Well, you can't just even make my trip. This I've been using since so many trainings. Now, what is the issue? Element not visible. Are we using correct locators? Value input radio. See, now if I have to find this element, I can use Selenium WebDriver. Sorry, the Selenium IDE. If you remember, we were using Selenium IDE. Now I don't find it. Where is this?
No, you are using a Chrome browser, right?
No, this is a Firefox browser.
Oh, you open a Firefox? Okay.
I think I have uninstalled it. So let me quickly install and try to figure out if I can find that element. Selenium IDE. Team, I will take another 5 more minutes. Okay, and now I have the flights tab. I will click this here, come icon. I have already clicked the record button. Then I click on one-way tab. So what did it actually took? So span.radio state is what it took, but we are looking for xpath equal to /input bracket @ value equal to double quotes 1 way. Does it find the element for us? No, this is not finding. This XPath is not helping us. So we have to figure out some other way.
No, but you had write backslash, right, Pawan? You need to write the backslash. Here you wrote backslash, right?
No, here you don't
Value.
need to mention. See, that is in the Python code for
Oh, okay.
you have to make it. So I see that this is not helping me. So is there any other way of using XPath to find this radio state? Input, wave, fade fields. Why is this not helping in this way? Hmm.
Pawan, this ID is showing ID
No,
equal to one way, but
yeah, but ID, see the ID is for the whole text. In this, there are link as well as the radio button as well. But we don't want to use that. When we are working on radio button is enabled or not, it will work only of type radio. Is selected that option we are using, right? That will work only
yeah.
on type element type radio. So I'm just chasing after looking why am I not able to do that. Input @value equal to one underscore v. Are there
Is there
any?
any space out there? Something? No, there's no space.
Actually, this is finding this element. See here. When I click here, see it is bringing this. It is actually highlighting this element,
Yeah.
but it is not highlighting the.
I think there is an issue with the site because when I am looking at the same login, I'm seeing it what you saw earlier. So it could be keep changing. That could be the reason.
What you are seeing?
What I am saying when I'm opening like my trip.com/flights
Hmm.
is what you saw a little earlier, one way round trip on the side, not as a radio button, but as a long button.
That is
So
a new.
probably
That
something
is the
had
new
changed.
page. That is the new page. New UI is what you are saying.
Yeah, new UI is visible even if I clear my history, everything, even then I'm seeing the same thing. So
Okay. So just give me a moment. I need to figure out how will I reach up to this point. There is other way that okay.
Can we use span?
Yeah, it had actually used span to figure out this. This one, right?
so
But the span class radio state is also used for other members as well. See here.
Oh.
So input type. This is round trip. This is ID. This is also the same thing, right? Now we can't use this.
No, we can't use that one.
So that's the reason. But I'm surprised, like this was working for me. Input. Let me do star. Mhm. Okay. This was finding me right now.
Yeah, this is working now.
Okay, let us try with ID then. I don't know if that will work. So just a minute, please. Uh, find X. Let me find this by element ID. Hmm. Why this old UI is coming? Sorry, this is new UI.
Pawan, I need to leave. I will go through the recording.
Yeah, sure, please. So if this old UI launches, then okay, this new UI is launching somehow. I don't know. So the script remains the same. Okay, just this each selected will print false here in this case and true after we select it. Okay, and
Okay.
how do we select?
Okay.
By clicking this option. It's something I wanted to
Okay.
mention. So if you guys want to close off the session today, then we can close today here.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, thanks everyone. So I will upload this recording and I will see that how can I fix this.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But I
Thank
hope
you.
everyone understood the concept, right? About the different WebDriver elements. Now,
Yeah.
Yes.
sorry,
Yes.
what is the purpose of all these things?
Yes.
It's just the matter you should find the elements correctly and accordingly use these options. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, team, and see you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
This